Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready, 10, 54 miles. Jump. Chance.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Completes it to Lee. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't going nowhere. $36. Kill. Turn up. Rock it. Check. Lucky. Now. I got it.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Christian Wilkins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Ready?
They run it with Balaj. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 5. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Telvin Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Leo!
They'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Balaj. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On play action, they'll throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Second and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Let it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Go! Check. Say, Sam off. Let's go.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, wahoo. Hey.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Mike's 50.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
50's the mark. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 94 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, he's been the guy already over. Had a lot lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. They'll run with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, echo.
Now back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. You got nothing. Mike's 54. Mike's 20.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Set up. 30 base.
Let's go, D.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Got it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check it out, read. Run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Check. Watch 54. Cover. You go tight. You got tight.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52. Shit. Go.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up. Shoot. 66. Pull it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back to throw here. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
44's Mike. Check.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Mike 54.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing right, and that's complete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 60 on. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Under 10. 10.
Now a handoff looking right. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
I'm on.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 18-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike's 54.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Mike 54. Mike 54. Echo, echo. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, 33 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, high 7.
Mike spoke both. Watch the run. 44.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
go. 18 Gator, 18 Gator.
Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. Get the flags, 54. Okay. You might be getting tired of seeing me. Watch the twist. Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 6. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Kill.
Go. Leo. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowers. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Don't let him breathe.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Now.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready. 60 yards.
Double time. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Shoot.
And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.